Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first from Tokyo, Japan, Pat Tanaka.
A young man, Dusty, for whom you have a great deal of respect, as has been evident in the past couple of times that we've seen him. Young man, not a big man, but you know that he can move.
Yeah, and he knows all the martial arts, and he trained in Japan. He trained down to South Florida. Great heritage, great background. You know, he can be a little devious. You know, there's a little devilish in him, but he really knows what he's doing, and he used all them nervy holes. When he gets you in them nervy holes around the neck and everything, can put you out quicker than anything if he gets you in a nervy hole. And you got to watch for him all the time. And he's got some victories here over Disco Inferno,
yes,
and guys like that. So this is a good matchup.
And speaking of good matchups, let's see him now against
his opponent from Nuremberg, Germany, Das Wonder King, Alex Wright.
Let's let the man with the microphone tell us who he's going to face.
That was good, though. You blended right in there with him, you know.
Pat Tanaka to take on Alex Wright, who has grown tremendously as a wrestler and as an athlete in the past couple of years here. Dusty, you have pointed out that he has made some mistakes. Youthful enthusiasm, I believe, is how you termed it. But you have also noted that he has made fewer and fewer mistakes as time has gone on.
That's so true, Cruz. And he came here as the youngest athlete to come out of Germany, as we know, pro athletes. And he come in here to WCW where the big boys play, and he lined up against some of the best, some of the biggest. I'm talking about Nature Boy Ric Flair, the Iron Anderson. He took them all on. That was mistakes made, but as I said on each and every one of them, if he learned from them, which he did each and every time, he will move himself up the ladder. And a young man with a lot of talent in there against what I would call a veteran, because this guy, Tanaka, right there, you see the quickness of him, has been around this industry. In Japan, I know they start when they're young. I mean, like little crawling on Japanese rugs and stuff like that. You know, little rug crawlers. Over here, we call them little rug crawlers. Over there, they're Japanese rug crawlers. Little babies.
You know, it takes somebody with your level of experience and expertise to be able to identify at an early stage in somebody's career. Hold on, 1, 2, whether or not you think they can make it all the way. And I think that's the question that has to be asked of you about Alex Wright. How far can he go in this sport?
Well, it's a good example when we take a look at the Armstrongs, okay? And you see Pat Tanaka right now really taking him to task, and that's what he needed to do. Alex, come back up.
Man.
And weighing him down. But we look at these guys, and when you look at Pat Tanaka, you know he might win on any night. You know that there is not, very bluntly, a lot of people going to pay a lot of money to go to the arena to see him in a situation. There's guys like that. But there's guys that in his mind, he believes he can be champion. So who knows? Bob Backlund comes to mind as a guy that nobody would really, there's not a lot of people go to pay to see this guy, Bob Backlund. I think he's retired now or something like this. You know?
Yeah, I haven't heard of him.
Yeah. But guys like the Wonder Kid, as young as he is, you don't know. He got a good following. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And they're great athletes. Great athletes. I'm talking to, when I mentioned the other guy and I mentioned Pat Tanaka and these guys here, and where the big boys play, though, is why these two guys are here, because this is where it's at.
Well, Dusty, there is that missing element. I think you're too modest to say it, but the fact is it's charisma.
Yeah, in a way, but you got to have the ability with it. These guys the guys that I mentioned have that ability. They have all that ability. And more so in one of them. I mean, unbelievable. But there's a fine line with a big boy play to where you get in the butt. Now say, let's put the Wonder Kid in against the Hulkamania.
Yeah.
Brother, I mean, it would be like an onslaught. So 5 years from now, maybe not. That's what you're saying, I think, maybe. You know, what's he going to be 5 years from now? Only time will tell. Keep improving. Keep yourself in a situation when you make a mistake. You know, like here, he's not made any big mistakes because he understands he's in there with a guy that can be. And for him to lose to Pat Tanaka would be worse than Tanaka losing to him. You know what I'm saying?
Got a shove out there by Tanaka. Up and over goes Alex Wright. And Tanaka doesn't know where he is, but he does now. Alex Wright, he uses his legs like most people use their hands. Well, sometimes the frustration, I think, Dusty, in communicating the greatness of the sport and the greatness of these athletes. Oh, what a shot. is just how extraordinarily difficult the apprenticeship is. 5 or 10 years of daily, nightly beatings.
Yeah, and why the fans can understand what I'm talking about is because the guys that I mentioned, I've been in that with.
Yes.
So I have that opportunity to say that. Now, this young kid, Wonder Kid, I actually have been down to the gymnasium and where the big boys play and watched him train and spoke with him. So, but with Tanaka, I have been inside the square circle with him, so I know what he holds. Whoa, missed him.
Right, he sure did.
Got it.
Oh,
There
this
it
is
is.
going to do it. 1, 2.
Oh, man, I thought he had him right there. That's just what we're talking about.
Just what you were talking about.
We were talking about. Well, you
Yes.
made an analogy of it, too, and that's what it's all about. Oh, I tried to put a nervy hole on him.
And another, well, that's not a nerve hole. I guess that's a rake of the eye still to come.
That'll make you nervous if you get your fingers by your eye.
Nervous that you won't be able to see when you get done with the match. Chris Kanyon takes on Brad Armstrong. You talked about the Armstrong brothers having all the abilities. Also the Barrio brothers against the World Tag Team Champions. Staying in Lex Luger as we see Pat Tanaka dismantling Alex Wright. He gives the signal. He says he's ready to go. 1, 2, and no. Just a 2 count there from Tanaka, who is surprised at himself, I think. Now a pull of the hair from Alex Wright, who has slowed down considerably since his very speedy entrance. Look at this.
Yeah,
the trading rights.
This has been a good matchup. And it's been give and take. There's not been a situation that one guy has actually been on the real bad end of it. Well, you see how quick he grabbed him? Whoa! I'm telling you, this guy can go.
Boy, that can pop out a knee. And Alex Wright hanging on. This could be it.
He got him. See that little devious inside of him right there. Use the rope. You know what I mean?
That's the type of hold that you and I have both witnessed before, but it is so rare.
Yeah.
And I think Alex Wright is still suffering from it.
Yes, he is.
Waist lock. Another go behind. The reversal. Tanaka in the ropes. And Alex Wright.
Whoa. Well, that caught him right on the throat. Did you see that?
He went right into the ropes.
Yeah, when he drop kicked him in the back, caught him on the rope. Now he's really firing up. Got to learn to put him away. This is another thing young guys got to know. When to put a guy away when you got him in this situation.
This is about 8 minutes of a very grueling match for both of them. The forward slam.
Oh, don't make a mistake here, Wonder Kid.
He's up. He's over. He's got 1. He's got 2.
There you go.
Well, see, that should have been it.
Well, you got to put him away. Oh, man, right on his noggin.
Well, in the back, Alex Wright bridges and gets the 3.
He got him. Good move.
Two to the match. Just Wonder Kid, Alex Wright.
Went ahead and put him away.
But, Dusty, I think you'd concede a very hard-fought victory for Alex Wright. And we're back with a rough, tough Scott Norton in a moment.